Hello everyone, and welcome to another Company Heroes 2 replay cast. My name is ATR, and today we're going to have a 1v1 on Semoskiy Winter, as you already know. Our heroes, once again, are going to be VindicareX, playing for the Soviets this time around, and his opponent, once again, is Raz, playing for the Germans in this round. So this is game 2. This is for the win for Vindicare, and Raz needs to win this to go for the ace match, or he is out of the tournament. So, yeah, while we see them move into the map, like I said earlier, the ranks, I have to mention them again because, well, we're now talking about different factions. So, Vindicare, his Soviet play is actually higher. He is ranked 9th on Soviets, so very good there. And for Raz, it looks like he's on his weaker faction because he is ranked 131st for the Germans. So, might be a little bit of a tougher fight here for Raz, and he is on the the uphill battle right now. But, well, here's hoping he can pull it off, right? So, we do see that Raz got himself his Doctrine, again, right off the bat, and this time it is going to be the Mechanized Assault Doctrine, and that is why we see these Assault Grenadiers out right now. Second Assault Grenadier getting called in, and is now heading into the center of the map, while the Pios are just capturing the northern side, heading over to the left-hand side to probably capture both the munitions and the victory point. Down south, conscripts going for the fuel. We have combat engineers capturing the point right outside the base. And tier 1 went instantly down for Vindicare, so he got himself a conscript while building tier 1 and then a penal battalion opening. So very interesting, and I like seeing penal battalions. They are quite underused, but very good if used properly. And, you know, supported by conscripts, which you can use to merge on the field. So we shall see if that comes into play. Or, well, if we see something else. So, down in the southern field, we see the first engagement. Assault Grenadiers running into the conscripts. The conscripts jump into the house to get a defensive bonus and cover. And the Assault Grenadiers just simply walk away and go capture the strategic point on the right-hand side. Conscripts in this side are just taking some pot shots at the Assault Grenadiers as they can, but the Assault Grenadiers just capture the point and move along their way, and they will actually intercept a Combat Engineer squad if the Combat Engineer squad does not get out of the way. So, could potentially go down if Vindicare doesn't react, but Vindicare is a very good player, so I'm pretty sure he's on top of things. I would like to think. Scout car also getting called in for Vindicare, so he's going to probably pop in those penal battalions in there and get the flamethrower going on them. One could assume, however, not enough fuel right now at this point in the game to get a flamethrower, so not much is going to happen there. Pios getting slaughtered by the Assault Grenadiers. I mean, not Pios. The Combat Engineers getting slaughtered by the Assault Grenadiers. Managed to barely jump into the house at one man left. Now the conscripts distract the Assault Grenadiers while the Combat Engineer jumps out and retreats, running for his life at one man. Conscripts taking quite a beating to the Assault Grenadiers. One Assault Gren goes down, however, so the conscripts get a little bit of a break there. 4 on 4, the Assault Grens will win this fight unless a Molotov is thrown into the mix. But we do not have Molotovs getting produced for Vindicare. Vindicare, however, is sending his scout car into the mix, garrisoned with a conscript, so a lot of rifles firing towards those Assault Grenadiers. Assault Grenadiers do not have the option for Faust or really any type of anti-tank. But the scout car is getting caught in the ice, is still trying to pursue, but the Grenadiers are 3 quite healthy men, and it looks like they're going to make it out alive. Pios heading straight into the front of the base. Up north, we see the Assault Grens fighting against the Penal Battalion. The Penal Battalion doing a lot of damage to the Assault Grens. Now down to 4 men. Still no flamethrowers equipped anywhere. But, you know, it's not necessary. It's just something that you usually expect. Assault Grens are slaughtering the Penal Battalions. Remember, the Penal Battalion's health is pretty much equal to that of a conscript squad. Nice satchel goes down. Oh, ho, ho, clears out the entire Assault Grenadier squad. Very nice pickup there for Vindicare's delayed reaction there for Ross. He did hit retreat at the last second, but it was 1 second too late, and he lost the entire Assault Grenadier squad. And that is not a cheap thing to lose at this point of the game. Panzer Grenadiers in Tier 2 now up for Raz, using a half-track as well. Half-track was probably going to this side of the map just to try to help out his Assault Grens and reinforce them on the field. But alas, they are crawling, trying to get some help. But unfortunately for them, Company Heroes 2 does not have any type of medic system to pick up injured units. So the conscript still taking a ride in that scout car, move down south to the fuel point, making those Pios back off and, you know, forcing them to do something else. The conscript decide to retreat, however. Not exactly sure why. We do see urban defense tactics getting selected for Vindicare. But I'm a little bit confused about that retreat. What is he trying to do with them? Just get him to this side of the map a little bit faster, but it was already in the center, so I don't know. Oh, I see. Okay, so he's retreating to merge with the Penal Battalion. He doesn't want to spend the manpower reinforcing these guys because these guys take 30 to reinforce, while the conscripts reinforce at 20. 10 manpower doesn't seem as much, but, you know, per unit, it does start to add up. So very nice there for Vindicare. He actually is already very down in manpower anyway, so he's able to squeeze out a little bit of extra manpower doing that, so very nice. Panzer Grenadiers, Assault Grants, and the half-track harassing this conscript squad that was taking possession of that house. They get battered, down to 4 men on the retreat, and barely make it out alive. But with the 4 men left, they will actually get healed up quite nicely with the medics back in base, so not bad. Mines getting laid down by Vindicare right in front of Raz's base. He is going for the cutoff point, which isn't going to get him a lot. You know, it's just going to cut off that point there, but, you know, it's always a nice thing to harass. And the scout car is just sitting in that point, harassing that Pioneer. Has actually taken quite a bit of damage, now less than half health. Pios as well have been brought down to 2 men. And the Penal Battalion plus the light AT gun getting harassed by the scout, I mean not the scout car, the half-track. Light AT gun is very nice against the half-track, fires faster and does some decent damage. But that is about it. It doesn't really do a lot of damage against heavier tanks. It is designed, you know, as a light vehicle. Light vehicle, light tanks. So conscripts and Assault Grenadiers and Panzer Grenadiers pushing onto a conscript squad down to 3 men, forces of the retreat. AT gun as well, forced off of the field. And the Soviet scout car returns home after having forced away that Pio squad at 1 man and retaining the fuel. So very nice move there by Vindicare. Didn't really accomplish much as far as killing, but it allowed him to keep that fuel income going throughout this whole time. Conscripts getting healed up. The Penal Battalion gets merged and sent back out onto the field. SVT rifles shooting as they run out. They're going to capture that point once again. And the Panzer Grenadiers are going to jump into the house. Satchel charge in the house will do a lot of damage, but it's probably going to be dodged by Raz if he keeps an eye on it very easily. Up north, Assault Grants defending the half-track. The half-track quite damaged. I think it might have hit a mine at some point because I don't really see how it took that much damage. Vindicare has been laying down mines somewhere, but considering the amount of damage it has right now, it's a heavy engine damage. It should have been around here, very close. But, well, I don't know. So anyways, conscripts moving up north, trying to cut off that scout, the half-track. They do spot the half-track and are probably going to move in to throw a nade. 18-8s have been researched for Vindicare. However, the conscripts are taking... No, they actually decided to just simply stay there and use their small arm fires to clear it off. So very nice. AT gun down to 4 men, getting shot by the Panzer Grenadiers. Panzer Grenadiers getting shot by the Penal Battalion. So the scout car moves into the field. Penal Battalion getting upgraded with its flamethrower, and it's probably going to jump into that scout car. There you go. And that is going to be a very high DPS scout car, pretty much. I mean, it's going to be able to deal a lot of damage with its small arms fire, and when the flamethrower pops, it will do even more damage, especially to these Panzer Grenadiers. Very nice move there by Vindicare. He actually moves the scout car already into position to intercept the Panzer Grenadiers as they run out. Runs out down to 1 man, is now just backing off, doing damage as they run, and will execute that Panzer Grenadier squad. Burns a flame, and there it goes. So very nice pickup there for Vindicare. Raz outstayed his welcome in that house a little bit too long. Panzer Grenadiers pushing forward on the conscript squad. The conscript squad getting mauled alive, but the scout car is now pushing on the Panzer Grenadiers. The Panzer Grenadiers need to instantly retreat or they are going to get killed. There they go, instantly retreating off of the field. They're going to run through the ice, and the scout car is pursuing with both the Penal Battalions and the gunners on the scout car itself, just shooting as they move. But the Panzer Grenadiers were, well, at full health. There goes the overdrive. Trying to catch that Panzer Grenadier squad. Second Panzer Grenadier squad moves into the line of sight. The scout car decides to stop right in between them, getting shot by the rifles and goes down, losing 2 of the Penal Battalion members in there. So Vindicare got a little bit too overeager there, unfortunately for him. He does keep his flamethrower, so that's nice. Gets veterancy 2, veterancy 2 on the penal battalion, which is a very nice veterancy for penals because it was changed so that they now get Ura at veterancy 2, which is kind of weird, having a veterancy 2 ability, but hey, it's Ura. So they get Ura, a 20% cooldown reduction, which is going to help a lot with the flamethrower as well, and a 30% accuracy increase, which means it's going to output a lot of damage. And then on top of that, if they get veterancy 3, they get another 30% increase in accuracy, and then 30% armor bonus, which means they're going to be quite tough. So the conscripts are moving out onto the field. Is Vindicare gonna reinforce these guys? No, it looks like he's just going to simply move out. Building himself a T-34. Penal Battalion moves back to get the last bit of healing going down on his men. And the conscripts merge with them. Could have retreated just to speed up the process a little bit, but looks like he didn't want to do that. And here we go. So, center map, conscripts just moving around. And we hear a German scout car on the field down in the fuel point, forces away the combat engineers. Conscripts Ura forward. They will simply just run into the house, it looks like. Although it looks like they were trying to get in range for an 18-8. Can they get in range of an 18-8? No, they get caught in the heavy snow, and they will move out. Combat engineers did get executed, however, in the center by the Panzer Grenadiers. Bit unfortunate loss there for Vindicare, and he is now going to have to produce another one if he wants to repair or build anything. T-34 hitting the field for Vindicare, and we see Tier 3 getting produced for Raz, so probably a Panzer IV coming up after that, especially if he sees the T-34. Panzer Grenadiers in the center, going to run into the Penal Battalion. The Penal Battalion is just barely at veterancy 2, so it's going to be a while before it gets extra veterancy, but with the accuracy bonuses and the flamethrower cooldown, they're going to do quite a lot. Nice bundle lane right on top of the Penal Battalion, does 2 kills. Panzer Grenadiers forced away by the T-34, and the Penal Battalion stays on the field. Conscripts are nearby, so they could just simply merge with them and keep them on the field even longer. Right-hand side, conscripts going for the victory point. They are going to run into 2 Panzer Grenadier squads for Raz, and that is going to be quite a problem. Conscripts are going to have to retreat quite instantly because 2 Panzer Grenadier squads can kill them off very easily. They decide to do the delay tactic and are going to run into the house, taking residence there for a little bit, and going to get bundle naded, so, you know, aiding a little bit of munitions waste there. They could also jump out, but the Panzer Grenadiers are just surrounding them, but the T-34 says, you know what? I don't even care about your scout car. I'm going to kill it with my conscripts. I'm going to go with my T-34 and save my conscript squad from certain death. Nice bundle nade going down, and oh, very nice bundle nade. Not sure if it was in the house or in front of the door. The blast radius kills off the conscripts as they retreat. And the Panzer Grenadiers are very low in health. T-34 is pursuing them. We see a Panzer IV getting produced for Raz. So Vindicare has a very small window here where he could potentially kill off at least 1 Panzer Grenadier squad. Can he do it? The Panzer IV is about to pop, and the T-34 is heading straight into the base. He really doesn't have much to fear from because there are no Fausts on the field right now. And the Panzer Grenadier is getting shot down to 1 man. Can he finish off the squad? The Panzer IV is about to pop. There goes the Panzer IV. T-34 shoots. Down goes the Panzer Grenadier squad, and with the Panzer IV on the field, the T-34 needs to get the hell out of Dodge. There is no additional anti-tank on the field, so the T-34 should be able to make it out if he goes back home, but it looks like he's going to instead go for the additional kills. Going to try to run down the Panzer Grenadiers. Does round down, actually no, doesn't run down anybody. He's now going to bring around the base sector and shoot the Panzer Grenadiers as well, also as well, kind of forcing or trying to fade out a Panzerschreck upgrade, but no, the T-34 gets shot, loses its main gun, but the Panzer IV gets caught. Oh no, that is quite an unfortunate turn for, oh no, but he also gets caught himself. Can he do it? It looks like he's going to make it out. Gee, quite unfortunate there for Raz. He got caught in his base sector, and the T-34 with a destroyed gun makes it out alive. Wow, that is quite unfortunate for Raz. Could have been a very different game if he had actually done that, but now I don't think he is going to be able to get that T-34. Panzer IV will have to be a little bit more cautious. The scout car did go down here in the front of the base. It went down to the German scout car. The German scout car got killed off by the T-34. We did not lose the Penal Battalion. The Penal Battalion is still on the field. Conscripts pushing forward, threatening to throw an 18-8, forcing that Panzer IV to back off. and that allows him to just send his T-34 all the way to the left-hand side, where his combat engineers are, the brand new combat engineers that he ended up having to replace. And the light AT gun is now moving back onto the field. Actually, no, that's a brand new one that just got produced. Now, these AT guns, they cannot really do a lot against the Panzer IV, but they do damage. So, you know, he can't just simply stand there in their line of sight and take shots for a long time. He is going to die. It's not the damage from his... Oh no, the sniper's getting caught in the open. The Panzer IV notices them, but they now move. They get decloaked. Panzer IV notices and retreats. Oh, takes a shot, misses. AT guns taking shots in the rear armor of the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV now taking quite a lot of damage to those light AT guns and forced them back off down to about half health. The T-34 is still getting repaired now at about 30% health, so still a ways to go. Second T-34 getting produced for Vindicare. We have a Panzer Grenadier squad jumping into the house. The Penal Battalion with the flamethrower move in and are going to force that Panzer Grenadier squad to evacuate or get burned alive. AT gun snipes one of the Panzer Grenadiers as they jump out of the house, and they are forced to retreat quite instantly. Victory point-wise, anybody's game. VindicareX leading with 464 and Raz down to 373, but, you know, nothing really critical there. Points are currently ticking one at a time in the favor of Vindicare, so it's going to take a long while before that comes into effect. Conscript squad forced to retreat by the Assault Grenadiers. Penal Battalion with their veteran C2 doing quite a bit of damage to the Assault Grents. They decide to back off and engage instead the Panzer Grenadiers. The light AT gun will get decrewed by all these squads. They decide to pack off and start moving. The Penal Battalion down to one man on the retreat, gets caught by its own AT gun, and is going to get cleared out. I don't think it's going to make it out alive. Can he make it? Can it make it? Oh, barely makes it out alive. AT gun does get cleared out. Second light AT gun backing off. Does have a conscript squad there for support at veteran C2. Assault Grenadiers forced to retreat, so this AT gun might make it. It does get the veteran C2. And wow, actually shoots one of the Panzer Grenadiers in the face. Second T-34 now hits the field and shoots the Panzer Grenadiers, killing the entire squad off in one nice shot. So unfortunately there for Raz, he lost the momentum in just one shot from the T-34. So the conscripts move up, recapture their light AT gun, and the second T-34 moves in. And they're now going for the Panzer IV. The Panzer IV is now outnumbered. It could kill it off just simply in a 2-on-1 fight, or even go for the ram and kill it off that way. Finally, a pack gun getting produced for Raz. He realizes he needs some type of anti-tank measures. Pioneers getting caught by both T-34s, getting shot down to one man, barely makes it out alive. Shot misses, and the T-34s are moving forward. Light AT gun pushing up as well. Conscripts at 3 men pushing into support. And let's take a look at the veterancy of the light AT gun. Let's see here. Can we find it? What's it called? It's the 53K AT gun, right?
You have orders?
No. It's an M42, but... Huh. I don't see any other AT gun. Is it the same for both? Well, let's find out. Yeah, seems similar. So basically a 30% rotation increase, so it moves faster, and it reloads faster with a 30%. So, you know, just shoots faster and turns quicker. So I guess that's fine. So the Panzer IV circles around and goes over to the north side, gets caught by one of the T-34s. T-34 moving in to intercept. The Panzer IV is now cut off. The second T-34 moving into support. Pack gun, however, set up in a great angle, takes a shot at the T-34 as it moves in against the Panzer IV. T-34 gets out of its arc of fire. The second T-34 now moves in. We now see an incendiary barrage getting called in by Vindicare right on top of the pack gun. There goes the barrage, burning alive all the infantry. They are still in the fire, down to 2 men, managed to break out of the fire. And the Panzer IV is getting barraged by both T-34s at the same time, down to about 25% health. Nice shot in the frontal armor. Nice shot goes down, and down goes the Panzer IV for Raz. Both T-34s still alive. One gets veteran C2, the other one veteran C1. Shrek's getting equipped on a Panzer Grenadier squad, down to 1 man. Both T-34s miss with their main shots, but the coaxial guns clear out the Panzer Grenadier. And the pack gun is the only thing left for Raz, and he knows that, and he says, that's it. I'm done. GG, and good luck in the next round for VindicareX. So very nice. I hope you guys enjoyed the game. If you have any positive or negative remarks, go ahead and leave them in the comment section below. If you have any replays you want to send me, go ahead and send them to the email that I will put in the description. But otherwise, I hope you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.